Hello everybody, my name is Cameron Brown from the HowToCameron channel, and today I'm going to be talking about why I got back with my ex-girlfriend Esha. I want to firstly start off by talking about why I'm making this video. Me and Esha, we made our new relationship public on Instagram at the same time, which is obviously super cute. Couple Goals XD. We pretty much announced our relationship just by posting pictures of us two on both of our Instagram pages. Follow me at HowToCameron. Thank you. I need more clout. I'd like to get 1,000 followers. I got a lot of interesting comments and she got a lot of interesting comments and messages, which I'm not going to talk about in too much detail. I don't want this video to go on for a goddamn hour. I don't want to be foaming at the mouth by the end of it. And I actually got a lot of my friends and a lot of my family asking me about like why I got back with her. And a lot of people seem quite curious about it. And I thought to myself, you know, surely if my friends and family are interested to why I got back with Esha or why we both got back with each other, because it's not really a one-sided thing at the end of the day. I felt like just off that, there must be some fans who genuinely want like a video talking about it. I apologize if you don't care about my relationships or any of my story videos. Guys, I'm sorry that I'm a cringy YouTuber. I don't want this video to be too cringy, and I want to make sure that in the future, even though me and her are dating, I don't want it to become cringy online, okay? Because I am sick and tired of seeing couples on Instagram all the time, okay? Post a couple of images with your girlfriend going out or something, that's fine, but don't post images of you two in bed every goddamn week, okay? No one cares. Me and Esha, we did get back together after being apart since September. We got back together formally in July, so obviously that's, well, 10 months apart, which is quite a long time, saying our initial relationship only lasted 5 months. But this is not a typical scenario of two exes getting back together. And that's another reason why I'm making this video as well, because I don't want people to undermine either of us just based on the stereotype of exes getting back together. The stereotype of exes getting back together is, one, it will never work out, and two, it's because both of the people are emotionally inept. But the thing is we aren't either of them. You know, we're not getting back together just because we're dumb and we don't know how to cope with, you know, moving on. She moved on quite a bit from me. And I didn't really move on from her, that is true, but I could live my life like without her. And also, I don't think our relationship will end immediately. And it's not like we're getting back together just to relive the past, which a lot of the time when exes get back together is the main reason why they do so, just so they can relive the past good memories. But I wanted to quickly go into some detail to why I broke up with her. Now, making this video is a little bit worrying for me because I know that her friends are going to watch this video. Not all of them, but I imagine some of them will. And also maybe her family. And unfortunately, inherently, they don't like me. Believe it or not, if you treat a girl like shit and break up with them, the people who care about them don't normally like you. Who would have thought it? But on top of that, like, they didn't really like me before I broke up with her, like when I was just dating her. I've heard that they took the rip out of videos I used to make with her. But something that does make me happy is, even though people did make fun of the videos that me and her made together, or just videos I made in general, even though that occurred, she's still fine with being in videos now. And genuinely speaking, we are going to be making videos together again. And that's going to be interesting. I didn't realise how bad my knuckles actually were. It's from boxing training. It's not an infection or anything. Sorry, gamers. I don't know how it's going to go, but I imagine it will go much better because obviously I have much better equipment to record with. So obviously making this video because of that, you know, inherent hatred. Not hatred, I don't want to say people hate me. They don't really like me. And just on that basis, I feel like I have a lot to prove. When actually, you know, it's true, but I hate having to prove to people. Like, it's something I'm not good at in general. You know, maybe in terms of grades. I don't like someone saying, oh, you're dumb. Prove that you're smart. I feel like if I did an exam after that, I may not perform to my actual capability. I'm just not very good at proving people right in terms of that aspect, in terms of my past experiences. So hopefully it will go different this time. Hopefully I will be able to prove myself to them. It was a very one-sided breakup. So with the relationship that we had before, and this is what I want to quickly delve into, it was very good and very bad at parts for me. I really suffered with my mental health, and I always have suffered with my mental health. Even now, my mental health is as good as it gets, to be honest, but it's not perfect. When I was dating her, a lot of the time it did push to I can't cope. I pretty much developed a full-on eating disorder being with her, and that wasn't even her fault. I don't know what it was. I just genuinely couldn't eat around her. So when I was just on my own, eating like a normal goddamn person, I was always pretending in my mind that she was there so I could prove to myself that I could eat in front of her, because I was very insecure about it. I was insecure about my body weight. I was insecure about my body in general just because I felt like I was too thin. I ruined my eating habits. I literally was drinking milk to compensate for meals. I'm not joking. I really suffered badly, and instead of talking to her about my issues, I'd never had a girlfriend before, may I mention, so I never experienced what it was like to having a girlfriend before. And because of that, I didn't know how to act. I didn't realise that I could just talk to her about my issues. So instead what I did is, in my brain, I blamed her for my anxiety and my panic attacks and my eating disorder. I blamed it all on her. And because of that, I went out of my way to make sure she was suffering like I was. And it worked. She suffered a lot with our relationship during the final months of it. Even when I broke up with her, I broke up with her in the worst way possible, over message and flat out insulting her and saying that I fell out of love with her way before I actually broke up with her. I completely hurt her so badly. And honestly, and I'll say this not as a lie, I am so surprised I'm back with her. It is nuts. But that doesn't mean I'm not prepared to be back with her, because since me and her have been dating again, it's been really good. Mental health comes back. So all these eating issues I used to have and I'm well over, once I did start talking to her again, some of them did start to phase in a little bit. But after talking to her about my issues, they diffused. I felt much better. And that just proves to me that I'm much more able to maintain a relationship. I never fell out of love with her. I never hated her, and I never actually wanted her to suffer deep down in my mind. But my anxiety destroyed that. My anxiety destroyed my actual feelings, and it just turned me into a monster. And I think it was apparent even through my videos. Videos that I have control over editing to make myself look better. I can do that. Yeah, I still looked horrendous in my videos. Like, you can literally see my face in some of my old videos back in August and September. I just look so exhausted because mentally I was so strained. And physically I wasn't even healthy.
Guys, it's me, Cameron. We're in the toilet.
I've made precautions and I've changed my life and grown so much as a person after we broke up. After me and her broke up, it was probably the worst time I've ever had. Honestly, I missed her every day, and I was really low in myself in October specifically. I really suffered, and I built myself up though. There was a voice in me saying, Cameron, you can get back with her. You just need to build on yourself and become a better person. In February, I was completely against that. I genuinely didn't think I was going to ever talk to her again. But I still said to myself, no, you're going to do this for yourself. And that's what I did. And when I messaged her in June, yeah, it would have sucked a lot if, she didn't reply to me and we didn't start talking again. But at least I would have taken something from the breakup. And I think that's what's important. Getting out of a relationship due to your mental health and then getting back with the person which your mental health is reconfigured and sorted out and you're just a much stronger person in general, that is something that should not be looked down upon. I feel like me getting back with her, it's not just, a jump to, I miss, the physical sides of it. It's not like a general normal breakup. It's nothing like that at all. And dating her again, it's not a repeat of the past. And that was something I was worried about. I didn't want to date her again and it just be the same as the past, because I goddamn loved the past with her. There were so many good memories I had with her. And when you move on from someone, you very much glorify the past with them. That's something I learned. And I did move on from her. Like, I was able to operate without her, but I was just flipping bored. My life was just boring, to be honest, because I was focusing on my A-levels. I just wasn't really, having to prove myself to anyone. I was just having to, do my A-levels and that's it. And to me, I didn't really see the point in that too much. Seriously though, me and her getting back together has been a completely different experience to me just dating her prior. Meeting her again, it's like we're the same people, but we're way better. And on top of that, we're much closer, and the experiences we have are so different. I really miss her making this video because I haven't seen her for 3 weeks. She's been on holiday in America, so obviously that's been really annoying. But having a long break since the last time I saw her. And obviously last time we met, me and her were dating, because we've met twice since we broke up. But it really has given me time to evaluate whether or not it's feasible to date in the future. And I really do think it is. In physical terms, we're going to be moving further apart. We're still going to be able to see each other, but just not regularly. I feel like to people who are more heartless, they may be thinking to themselves, why would you date someone who's going to live 90, 100 miles away from you when you could date someone who lives down the road? And the thing is distance is such a scalar measurement. Not only literally, but also in terms of people, they don't have any emotion behind it, I feel like, when they talk about distance. Distance is distance. All it is a measurement. It doesn't mean I won't be able to talk to her or be able to actually see her. And I will. Like, we'll make it work. I probably sound deluded right now. I don't want to come across as cringy, but that's genuinely how I feel. She has improved me so much as a person. And I only just realised that after I got out of a relationship. After I started feeling lonely and low on myself and guilty for how I treated her, I realised that me dating her allowed me to develop my emotions a lot. And I thank her so much for that, to be honest. I just admire her so much, to be honest. She's such an amazing person, and we're going to be getting our results soon, and I really do hope she gets into Cambridge because she just deserves to go. The amount of effort she puts into studying is immense. I'm excited for the future. I really do think it's promising with her. And she's such a strong person, and this is why I admire her so much. The fact that she, instead of treating me as a situation, her treating me as a person is immense. It's so nice because it's so easy to treat an ex as, oh, they're my ex, I'm not listening to them, rather than just treating them like a human and actually listening to their reasoning to why they messed up. And that's something I admire. Something else I admire is how, even though her friends and family in the past have, made fun of the videos that me and her made together behind her back, even though that happened, she's still comfortable with being in videos with me again. Like, she genuinely wants to film with me again, and that's amazing. The fact that she knows how much I hurt her, yet still gives me a second chance because she has hope in me, and she genuinely believes that I am better than how I used to be, is honestly something I couldn't even buy. It's amazing. I really love her, to be honest. I really do, and I hate having to explain myself to people, and hopefully this video is the only thing I'll have to do in terms of explanation. But I care about her, and that's it pretty much. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Sorry for being like, I don't know, a bit cringe in this video, but hey, it's my YouTube channel. And I want to make it clear that we're both not love blind. We're both not gonna stay together just because, we had a good past. Like, that's not how we are as people at all. And I feel like if we both are suffering with our relationship again, we'll know what to do. We won't just stay with each other even though that's not the best thing to do. We're both smart. I genuinely believe that in terms of our emotions. And it used to be that she was the only smart one and I was dumb. But things have changed. I mean, I'm not smart and she's dumb, not like that, but like we're both smart, isn't it? Thanks for watching. Can you guys please like some of her posts so she gets clout and then like she'd be happier? I don't know.